Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak, NRC's Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couples show for May 10th. Mike Brenner, I got no papers in front of me because we just got one game. The line is
all
minus
up there,
7.
right? It's all up there.
There's not much up there for this one. The line's minus 7. The lines to me look pretty dead on.
Oh, I thought you meant for this one, meaning yourself. There's not much up there for this one. That's what I thought.
Yo, there's a lot up there in general, but for this one, not much. But it comes down to execution. We'll see what you have to say about it.
Yeah, it does.
You're doing well in NBA though, right?
Yeah, I went 4-1 last night.
There you go. Let's floor up the overall record.
Yep, 4-1. Had a good night. The only loss I had was Golden State on that first half, and then Steph Curry personally bailed me out in the overtime, cashed the full game, and cashed the other side of my two-team teaser. But hey, that goes with it, Pete.
Yeah,
that goes with it.
These NBA playoff games are really tricky. I had the first half under in the first quarter, went to 44.
Yeah.
Thought that was money in the bank, but turned out that.
I want to ask your opinion on something because I had a blogger said, "Oh, Brenner, overtime that really even shouldn't count. You're lucky. You're lucky." Bottom line, it is luck. You're damn right it was lucky, but I'll take it. Any break you can get, any time you can get an edge on the book. Hell, I'm taking it because there's too many times where he takes it.
Sure, I mean that's how the books grade the bets. Sometimes the breaks go in your favor. Sometimes the breaks go against you. If you're making positive EV picks, then the break's going to go against you a little bit more than not, which is just par for the course. It's the way stuff works.
But here's the kicker: the guy bet it and even told me so and still won, but was bitching because it was close and it was overtime and was venting. I don't get it. You won. Just handle it. Love it. Enjoy it.
No, it's a legitimate concern because on that game, you don't want to be relying on the breaks too much.
No doubt. There's no doubt about it, and I haven't relied on them. It's just nice to get one, especially at when the platform's up here in the playoffs. But how about the Heat with Miami and with Dwayne Wade getting it done, buddy?
Yeah. Listen, all right. So let's talk about OKC and the Spurs. Right. The line is 7. The Spurs obviously are due for a bounce back here. They're gonna make adjustments. They're gonna play Spurs basketball. They're gonna share the ball a lot more.
Well, that was their concern. They only had 12 assists in the last game compared to 39, I think, in the first game. So that's a big, significant difference.
So they're gonna do what they do in this game. Does that mean I want to bet on them at -7? No. Does that mean I want to bet against them at +7? No. Do I want to take a shot with a total? No. Do I want to take a shot?
Well, why is that? I thought for sure when I first saw the line came out, I was thinking you were going to be all over the first half over. That's what I was thinking. I was predicting for Pistol Pete. But
we don't know what game plan Popovich is going to. He may very well slow it down offensively, clamp down defensively. It's just listen. You can only bet what the books offer you, and if there's not an edge, you can't manufacture it.
Let me offer this info because maybe it would be an edge. And again, you're the totals guy, Pistol Pete, but I respect it. All right, a lot of people thought that because Lamar Aldridge went off in the first two games, they thought the last two games that he didn't score as much because they doubled down. They didn't double team him. They stuck to the same game plan. He just wasn't hitting shots. Thank God for OKC.
Right.
Trust me, that same pattern could take place. You could see. You're not going to see a game one ever again like that. I mean, that was a blowout. But I think they come out aggressively. So I was even thinking of placing a personal bet on the first half over.
I wouldn't talk you off of it. I think the line here is so tight that it's really just going to come down to how many shots they make and how many free throws there are, how it's officiated. And you just don't know that. Listen. Give it up to Vegas. They nailed the lines. I can give you my opinions. My lead. If I had to have a lean in this game, it would be OKC +7. But am I going to be betting it? Nope. No. So I'm not going to give it as a pick. But if you gave me a free bet, that's what it would be.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking about a free bet. I'm not talking about stretching. I'm not talking about resting. I got one play for this game, Pistol Pete, and I'm putting it out there. It's the San Antonio Spurs for real. There's no hesitation there,
Mike Brenner.
There's no hesitation there.
You can't get it.
Trust me, I tell you. That came out
I'm going to bet this.
No, and I mean this, viewers, with all confidence. I'm all over the first half -4. I just think they have to get back to that game plan, okay? They have to share the ball, and you said it early on, all right? They have to start 4 or 5 touches before they're putting up the shots. Can they do it? Absolutely they can do it. And look for Tony Parker to be running around like a maniac early on in this game. I think he might make a difference. And also, Kawhi Leonard's a great player, but he's no Kevin Durant, and it's obvious it's being shown. But I think he's going to find some separation because Durant had one of his best defensive games, and that went under the radar. He had a great defensive game.
And I don't think he's going to be able to repeat that.
I don't think so either. Popovich said he hurt us worse on the defensive end than he did on the offensive end, and hell, he killed us. That was a Pop quote. So I love it. I think they come out focused early, and I think 4 is not too large of a number. I think they're up by 6 or 7.5.
Yeah, you might be right, Mike. Actually, now I'm thinking if I had a free bet, I'm still not going to bet it, but if I had a free bet, I would take the Spurs on the first half. They're just a machine.
I do. I like it. And they know the significance of this game. Okay, both teams now have split at home. All right, so they got to grab this one. There's no more splitting at home for the rest of the series. So they need this win. They're going to be focused. They're going to come out early. And guess what? If anybody can make an adjustment, it's Popovich. And that's where I'm banking my money.
Sounds good,
Ain't
Mike
no
Brenner.
Stutter in there, Pistol Pete.
Again, with the total, it's all about who converts from three, and more importantly, how it's officiated. We saw in the Golden State game, there was a ton of fouls in the first half, which sent it way over. Each team, made almost 20 free throws.
Sure.
And so when that happens, your first half's going to go over. There's no way around it.
Absolutely. And also, they got to get David West free from Steven Adams. Him and Cantner were all over David West because Duncan got in foul trouble. Right? Uncharacteristically had 4 fouls. You're not going to see that again as well. They might even force it trying to get him in foul trouble and may mess up their own game plan. So I'm looking for the Spurs really to kick back and look out for Danny Green. He might light it up from the outside. That kid's overdue.
Yeah.
He is overdue from three-point land. So
Mike Brenner, a classic analysis from you. Your thoughts are always very interesting and usually very, very valuable. I hope you have a winner here. Me personally, I might have a second half play. Follow me at P Loshak at Twitter. 16-6 ATS in the, well, actually one of them was a big money line, but 16-6 in the NBA second halves.
Come on, give it to me.
Mike Brenner on the first half, Spurs -4. That might be the best play of this game. Tight lines. Always interesting. Mike Brenner, thanks so much. We'll be back tomorrow.
And it is true. Neither of us knew a damn thing about Twitter 3 months ago, and now we're all over Twitter. And guess what? We're all over your ass, Bookie, and we're coming again tonight.
I knew what Twitter was. I just wasn't on it. But,
Okay. Let's go. I'll get it done, Pete.